Hey, what's going on, guys? It's K-Dog's Kennel coming at you with some more Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age walkthrough. In the last part, we were introduced to Vaughn and Penelo, two of the six main characters in the game that we're going to be controlling. We are here in the royal city of Rabanastre, and we've been tasked to find Magello, which, like I said, a lot of my exploration is going to be like super speed, just to because, like I said, I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me play the game walking like this when I do like exploring and boss fights. I will slow down or whatever, but for the most part, exploration and whatnot, traveling is going to be done in super speed. Okay, so this is Magello.
Ah, Vaughn, I was waiting.
Penelo said you needed something?
Had me some packages supposed to be arriving by courier. In the morning, perhaps he ran into some trouble out in the desert. Now I've no foodstuffs to prepare for the banquet tonight.
So you want me to find this courier? Hey, no problem.
No problem. The desert teems with trouble. I'd be sending you to an early grave, my boy. No, I've arranged for some replacement goods from Tomage over at the Sandsea.
So you want me to go to the tavern to pick him up?
Actually, I asked Kites to do that. Wouldn't you know he's gone missing on me, too? Bah. I can't leave my shop, and I've Penelo on another chore at the moment, you see. What I want you to do is run over to the Sandsea and fetch Kites back. What do you say?
Sounds wild.
It's easy work, and you'll thank me for it someday.
Alright, so we're going to go to the Sandsea, which we're going to be frequenting the Sandsea quite a bit. And I'll explain, actually it'll be explained momentarily. But this is like one of the main places to go for hunts.
There you are, Kites. Stop loafing around.
Look, Vaughn, look! This is it! This is why Magello's courier didn't get here on time.
Creature spotted in the Ester Sand. What is that thing?
Ah, Vaughn! Magello sent you too, did he? He's a busy man these days, that Magello, if I dare say so myself. I don't envy him the work, though. Not a bit. Quite the affair throwing a banquet to welcome the Imperials, eh?
Welcoming? We should be... whatever. Say, Tomage, what's this?
Nah, don't remind me. Got some nastiness out there in the Ester Sand. What's stopping our couriers? And that means shortages all around. Thought I'd put up a bill, offer a reward to anyone who can knock that nasty back in its place.
Now that's work. Sounds 10 times better than running errands for Magello.
That's right! Vaughn, you should give it a shot!
And you should be getting back to Magello. Now, Kites. He was waiting for you.
Oh, right.
So we're going to get our first explanation of a hunt. So here's how it works. People post bills here on the notice board when they have a monster that they need taken care of. Headhunters track people, right? Well, hunters track monsters. The monster you're hunting is called your mark. Here's the bill I posted for the rogue tomato. The mark I've petitioned to have hunted. You want to hear all the details? Well, that would kind of be a good start. Let's start with accepting hunts. You can't just look at the board and go running off to hunt the mark. You'll miss out on the bounty. You got to talk to the person who posted the bill, the petitioner, first. Let him know you're going to go on the hunt. So this rogue tomato bill, for example, I posted it, so I'm the petitioner. You have to come talk to me. Let's call that step done. Once your agreement is in place, the petitioner will tell you how to find the mark. Then you can hunt it, report back, and claim your bounty. That's the key thing with the hunts, is to talk to the petitioner. That's what makes the mark spawn. If you don't, basically, it's like a verbal contract, per se. And if the contract is not met or put in place, the monster's not going to spawn. I'll give you something to help keep track of your hunts. A clan primer. Use it to refresh your memory about hunts that you've accepted. So there's that. Clan primer's been added, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead and take this while you're at it. Just a little something to commemorate your first hunt. We get this Oracha Arma, whatever the hell that word is. You don't even have you don't have the license for it. So okay, I'm skipping all this crap. So basically, in this game, instead of leveling up automatically, you have the ability to basically carve your own path. Every time you kill an enemy or a monster or whatever, you gain what are called license points. And we'll talk about license points here in a second. Eastgate's the one you're going to win, blah, 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 blah. Rogue Tomato, the hunt begins. Like I said, minus this hunt, because this hunt is required to do. Hunts are going to be a sub-series to this walkthrough. I'm going to be doing the hunts later in the game. Some of them are going to be like, boom, like insta-kills. Some of them are going to be, I'm going to have to work for. So, like I said, that's going to be its own sub-series in this walkthrough. Because there is a lot, and I mean a lot of hunts. So, try equipping this armlet, use the license, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Once you've chosen a license board, you will not be able to change it right away, so choose wisely. You'll be able to change boards later in the game. Repeat this. No. Alright, so Vaughn is level 1. He's like basic of the basic. So we're going to go to our license board, and that includes, this is strictly for the Zodiac Age. The original game did not have this option. But, so we have White Mage, Shikara, Bushi, Black Mage, Archer, Foebreaker, Time Battle Mage, Monk, Knight, Red Battle Mage, Machinist, Ulan, White Mage, and then goes back to White Mage. So, and it basically, everyone gives you the option, like basically what weapons you can equip. Obviously, mages are going to be your magic users, which we're going to have a White Mage and a Black Mage later in the game. But Vaughn, I always make a Knight. Because they can wield swords and whatnot. And each different license board, now there's our board, and then we have accessories, a lot of accessories. They cost various license points. But then we have armor, we have sword. Basically, you just move around your board. So we're going to actually use the 5 license points to equip this armlet that Tomaj gave us. And there we go. Slightly raises our hit points. So there we go. That was what he gave us. Alright. So that being said, we are going to leave the Sand Sea. We're going to proceed to the Ester Sand to hunt this Rogue Tomato. So fucking stupid. The Rogue Tomato. Only problem with super speed is sometimes I'll run into shit because that's what I do. It's super speed. Alright, so now we need to go down here.
You there, let's see some papers, boy. No public passage on account of the Lord Consul's parade.
Oh, gee, that's too bad. You see, it just so happens that your provisioner for the fete tonight, he sent me to pick up a few choice morsels for the, Consul's dining pleasure. He wants them quick. I got the writ of transit right here. You see? Signed, Miguelo. I just hate to see the Consul upset because his food wasn't ready on time. And I sure hate to see him take it out on you.
The Lord Consul is a great man, and not one to take offense in such trifling matters. Move along, boy. Wouldn't do to keep the Consul waiting. Right. Gates are closed after this.
So we're able, with that writ of transit Tomaj gave us, we are able to do this. So I'm going to turn this thing off just because I don't want you guys to have to try to, see what I'm doing through this. And we're just going to save the game just because I haven't saved it yet. Playing this on my PS5. And there we go. Hey. Now we're going to head out to the Ester Sand. This is going to be our first bit of free roam combat. The Dalmasca Ester Sand. I love how the first time you visit an area, it shows what the area is called. Very expansive. We're actually going to be doing some a little bit of grinding just to level up a little bit. And some enemies will drop loot that you can sell. We get an antidote, cactites. Now you see the green bar above the this little cactite. What that is they are a non-hostile enemy unless they are attacked, and then they turn hostile. You'll also see the word cactite B up in the upper left is in blue. The reason for that is there's blue, there's yellow, and then there's red. Okay? What that means is an enemy that is in blue, you should be at a substantial level enough to kill that particular enemy. Alright? So that's why these are in blue, because they're easy to kill. We just obtained a cactus fruit. So further down we have wolves. Now notice how wolf B is in yellow. What that means is that it's a moderately difficult enemy for your skill, for your level per se. So you know you can kill enemies that are in yellow. It's just they might actually put up more of a fight. And notice how each enemy we kill, and now Vaughn is level 2, but we get experience and we also get license points. Okay. Now see, notice because we leveled up, Wolf D in this instance is now in blue. So now wolves we should be able to kill with no problem. So you get 9 experience and we get a license point. Okay. Now see that circle up at the top there? That is where the rogue tomato is. Okay. Now you'll notice this, the wild saurian. He is a he's not hostile to you at first, and notice that his name is in red. Red means that enemy is far stronger than you and will kill you. So basically any enemy that is in red you want to avoid, okay? Because they're not going to be an easy task. The wild saurian, we're not, like I said, he won't attack. If I attack him, he's going to beat the shit out of me. So we're just going to kill a couple of these wolves. Oh boy. So Wild Saurian just used Cannibalize, and now basically enemies can feed on other enemies to make themselves stronger, okay? So even if we wanted to fight the Wild Saurian, which I'm not going to make that mistake. Oh. I need to use a potion. There we go. Kill the wolves. Okay, see, he just now, yeah. Wild Saurian is kind of a dick. We're not going to do too much out here. Like I said, I'm just kind of killing these enemies just to get a couple levels at least. Also, kind of just show you guys how basic combat works. I love the free roam. I love the plus there's some treasure chests, or treasure coffers, if you will, that I want to kind of collect, and they're randomized. Some contain gills, some contain items. Either way. But see how much easier and better it is to be at super speed when you're doing shit like this? I like it. Enemies will respawn as well. Now Vaughn is at level 3. Very nice. I'm going to try to get up to like level 4, level 5 to start out. Potion. There we go. Now we're going to come up here. There is the rogue tomato. After he gets to about half health, he will jump off of this little ledge here. And he's basically going to go down and so basically he jumps down there, and that's where all the wolves and shit were. So he basically tries to but and there goes the rogue tomato dead.
Galbana lilies? Never thought I'd see him growing out here.
Galbana Bloom Trophy. Defeated your first mark.
This'll make a nice souvenir. Time to call it a day.
You obtained a handful of Galbana lilies. Oh. Just kill a few more enemies here. Wolf pelt. Alright, come back in here to Rabanastre. And I think we talked to Kites. Took know about the mark you're going after, and she got her worried. So the two of us were headed out here to find you. As soon as I stepped out, the guards closed the gates and things got crazy. I haven't been able to find her since.
Stand back there! Back! This gate's closed until the ceremony's over, do you hear?
Now what?
Open the gate! Alright, out the way.
Wait a second. How come you let these chocobos through the gate and not us?
What of it? This here's a pedigreed parader, boy. Cost tens of thousands of gil, this one did. A prettier price than 100 of you provincials would fetch. Keep your distance. We don't want the chocobo sticking a peasant.
What'd you say?
Step aside. Right then, move them in.
Oh.
Lily's got trampled.
Ho ho! A fine, fine chocobo you have there. Yes, cedar down stock if I'm not mistaken. Change the soil, change the chocobo, am I right? Yes, different soil means different bouquet too. Take a Damascus Barreau's wine, eh? It may lack the flavor and depth of some of your Arcadian wines, but it has a certain strength of character. It's not bad, really, once you get used to it. Care for some, sirs? There's more than enough for all to cool their throats, of course.
You let these carts through and closest gate is ordered. My mail's choked with this sand.
Don't give me a
I love
scare
Magello.
like that. You're lucky that ended where it did.
Right. Now's our chance to go through.
The ceremony will be starting soon. I'd best be hurrying.
Okay, well... Vaughn, wait! What is it? Vaughn!
We will have order. I give you your new consul, His Imperial Highness Lord Vane Solidor, Commandant of the Arcadian Empire's Western Arm. Your Excellency.
People of Rabanastre, Is it with hatred you look upon your consul? With hatred you look upon the Empire? There was little point in asking. But know this, I harbor no idle hopes of frustrating that hatred. Nor shall I ask your fealty. That is the due of your fallen king, and rightly so. King Rabanastre loved his people, strove to bring you peace. His was a rule worthy of your devotion. Even now, he remains among you, protecting you. His ardor for the peace and weal of Dalmasca falters not. I would ask only that you do your king honor. Together let us embrace the peace his majesty would surely desire. 2 years now divide us from war's bitter end, yet still its shadow looms over all, stifling the infant peace a pall only you may cast off. Achieve but this one thing, and your hatred of me and of the Empire will grieve me not. I will stand fast. I will endure your hatred, suffer your slings and arrows. I will defend Dalmasca. Here I will pay my debt. I swear it now. Though King Rabanastre and Lady Ash be gone, they stand ever at the side of their people. In honoring peace, you do honor to their memory and to Dalmasca. What I ask plain. My hopes now rest with you.
Is Rabanastre to your liking, my lord?
It is magnificent. Take this cathedral, for instance. Elegant, yet whimsical in its execution. A stunning example of Galtean architecture. I hope Lord Gramus might one day look upon it himself.
Oh, remember the last one? We're all like this.
The patron of this evening's banquet, may it please your excellency.
I am Miguel, your highness. It is truly a profound honor to make the acquaintance of our future emperor, highness. The people of Rabanastre join me in welcoming you.
That's enough of highness. Though indeed I am our emperor's son, I am no prince. Arcadia's emperor is freely chosen by her people. I am but an elected official and nothing more.
I meant no disrespect.
Now that I think on it, I would not have you address me as Lord Consul, for that matter.
No?
Henceforth, I am a citizen of Rabanastre. Why don't you call me Vane?
I could not. That would not be right.
You are overly fond of formalities. I've just the remedy for that. Tonight you will join me, and we shall drink until you call me by name.
I love Miguelo. Miguelo's like one of my favorite...
How can he stand about to him like that?
Favorites ever.
Fawn, you just do not get it, do you? He's not doing it because he wants to.
Lord Vane never did.
You know what would happen if he didn't.
I know, it's just...
So, what would you do different?
I don't know. Well... I'd do something.
Vaughn. Vaughn, you haven't heard a single word I've said, have you? This place has changed so much. It's like it's not even Rabanastre anymore. Like the Empire is swallowing it whole.
Shit. This part went on a little bit longer than I wanted to, but it's alright. We'll finish this cutscene.
Hey, Penel, that fete tonight. You think they'll let us in?
Are you crazy? It's in the palace, and we don't have an invitation if you hadn't noticed.
So, how are we getting in?
As if I'd know. Why not ask Miguelo to get you in? Or go see old Dallin in Lowtown? Why the sudden interest, Vaughn?
I told you. I'm going to take back what's ours. Give back to Dalmasca. Come on. What do you think? If I find something, and it fetches a good price, how about I buy you all dinner?
Oh, please. You know as well as I do the first thing you'd buy is an airship. All hail Vaughn, sky part of Dalmasca. It's got a nice ring to it. Stay out of trouble.
An airship. I don't know. Maybe. But not through Magello. Time to pay old Dallin a visit.
That is Begamnon. We'll learn more about him here in a little bit here. You are now free to enter Lowtown and leave Rabanastre. That being said, guys, we're gonna wrap this part up. I want to try to keep these videos anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes in length. So we're gonna wrap this part up, and then I'll be back with you guys immediately for the next part where we go see Old Dallin in Lowtown. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next part.